So my story is called Facebook Fidelity, Dazed and Fumbling Faye. Go ahead and break off some of Pedro's fillet. Red Rosebush Etta points to the cactus passed out in the corner. He won't mind, he's been asleep for days. Faye breaks off a piece of Pedro's leaf. He doesn't flinch. The yellow rosebush Nina says, Faye, prick your fingers with my thorns. Faye doesn't want to puncture her fingertips, but she knows it's best to listen to the Rosebush sisters. Pale pink Ella encourages, it'll only hurt a second, just poke your thumbs and fourth fingers with our thorns. 4 wounds true, says Etta. North, south, east, west, Nina murmurs as she rubs Pedro's healing juice on Faye's puncture wounds. The Rosebush sisters together speak softly. Close your fingers into circles. Seal the flow of thought and emotion, and listen. Breathe and listen. Listen. Faye listens. She hears an undead acoustic song, faint and haunting. She thinks it's Kurt Cobain. She thinks we are all alone. Faye opens her eyes. She's not in the mood to meditate with cactus juice right now. I feel like I need some time away, you know? If you leave, what do you risk losing? Home, Ben, the world. Ella says, Benjamin is your world, sweetie. Faye squeezes the tight muscles of her neck, grinding the gristle. My world is spinning into crisis, ladies. My world is dying. My world is overrun with human waste and toxic greed and radioactive hate. Why has he chosen my world? Why does he willingly stay when he could have it all back in the life I uprooted him from? Etta says, you are his home now. On the verge of tears, Faye confesses, I can feel myself wanting to flee, to run to an island to hear my own thoughts. I want to remember who I am, where I'm going. What are my dreams? The sisters sing, the music, Faye. Music has always been your dream. Faye slumps. I can barely remember how to play. I can't remember how to play. The flowers wilt as they watch Faye crumple like a sack of sweet potatoes. For comfort, Etta, Ella, and Nina sing sweetly of a weeping willow tree, listening gently, whispering wisdom, bending branches, sweep away the sadness in our hearts. The ropes in Faye's shoulders release. Breathe in, breathe out, relief. The greenhouse always makes things better. Ben is asleep on the couch. Faye nuzzles in and kisses him. He, still sleeping, returns the kiss. She thinks, everything is fine. We are happy. Sipping chamomile, she opens Facebook to see a new friend request. Ben shuffles into the kitchen and groggily signs that he's going to bed. I'll be right up, hun. Her heart is racing. Decker's profile picture stares at Faye with bright blue eyes. She looks deep into the digital image. Everything about her past that she thought was forgotten now crashes back in big blue waves. In his eyes, she remembers her desire to be a rock and roll goddess of the bass. In his eyes, she remembers the girl who had a dream. In bed, 2 black cats curled between herself and Ben, Faye cannot sleep. Her mind floods with memories of a time so long ago, a lifetime away, when Decker was her everything and Ben was just an imaginary friend. Faye thinks, you can run fast, but you can't outrun the past when you log on to Facebook. She slides her hand into Ben's hand. This is love. Tiny, fleeting moments, falling asleep with hands held, a flutter of the belly, a blushing of the cheek, rising pulse, dilating pupils, calm and easy breathing. Waking up in bed with this one boy. This is love. She dreams she's hanging from scaffolding, washing hundreds of windows on endless skyscrapers in a thunder and lightning storm. So many office towers, she'll never reach the end. Zoe listens to Faye nodding when appropriate. So what are you gonna do? I don't know. You guys never did it, did you? Nope. Damn, he was so hot. Yup. Still is, according to his profile pic. Don't do it. I know, right? You just need to deny Decker's friend request. I know, I'm definitely gonna deny. So you're dating an agoraphobic eccentric who can't speak out loud. You've known that about Ben since we were 20. I mean, Faye, you guys love each other. I know. Please don't go back there. Back where? The hunger. You were sick with Decker. Faye thinks, I couldn't live, couldn't breathe, if I couldn't be with Decker. I was an anorexic addict, craving and suppressing the craving for something I could never have. High school memories. Faye and Zoe crashed Decker's band practice. "What are you chickies doing here?" Decker notices them after the third song. Zoe announces, "We're gonna try out for Battle of the Bands, so we thought we'd come see how the pros get their practice on." Decker laughs. "Girls don't compete at Battle of the Bands. They dance, they scream. Girls don't play." Faye plays her bass furiously under the willow tree in Aunt Callie's backyard. "Girls don't play? I'll show him. We're gonna kill at the Battle of the Bands." Determined to get good, Faye plays until her fingers scream. She falls into a groove. At the deepest point of pain, she feels the magic of the music opening her up. Surrender to the beat, to the heat. Set the rhythm of your pulse and play, 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 play. She plays on. Her fingertips bleed. The roots of the tree climb out from the earth, slide up her legs, round her belly. They embrace her, and then they pull her deep, into the heat and the beat and the heart of the earth. Faye is so far gone. In a trance, half between an earthbound dimension and a dimension of music, where love and harmony is all there is, Faye meets Ben. He doesn't speak, but he seems to be the kindest boy she's ever seen. Warmth radiates from him in an audible sunshine glow. She hears him speak, but the words are not spoken out loud. His voice is in her head. "Thank you for your song." When she surfaces, time has passed. Decker has gone on tour and come back again. Faye is famished. Decker's indignant. "You're telling me you're dumping me for a figment of your imagination who lives in another dimension that you get to through a tree? Are you tripping balls?" "I'm not tripping." "You're gonna leave me for a fucking mind trip?" "You left me, remember?" "I didn't leave you, Faye. My band went on tour." "I'm going back under to find him." "What are you gonna do, play another song and time travel again?" "You're the only one who knows." "Why are you telling me?" "Because you're the best musician I know." "Huh?" "Look, if I don't surface, will you come to the willow tree and play this song for me?" She hands him 3 pages of handwritten music on spiral torn 3-hole punch paper. "Hopefully I'll hear it and find my way back." "You want me to come rescue you and your lover boy?" "Presumably if I'm stuck I won't be with my lover boy since he was my guide to the surface last time." "Don't go away, babes. I missed you." "When did you miss me, Decker? When you were on tour? Or when you got back and found out I was gone?" "Babes." "It's not enough, Decker. It never was. Babes." Decker reads Faye's masterpiece. He couldn't play it right. He couldn't bring her back. She was gone. This time, not for 3 months, but for 3 years. Faye finds Ben. This time she brings him home with her. Ga-gum, ga-gum, ga-gum. Hearts lined up, beating as we fuck, melting as we snuggle, soothing and meshing. Faye is drunk, dancing with the girls, eyes closed in a crowded club. A black cloud hovers. Faye opens her eyes and Decker stands before her. He slides his fingers up her wrist. She feels his pulse as he grabs hers. The beats don't mesh. Whatever it was, it's gone. The beat does not go on. Ba-da, ba-dum, dum, ba-di-dum, dum, dum. It hurts her ears, it's so off. Decker's eyes peer through her, invasive, the bluest knives. "You and me, babes, we just got that thing, you know?" "I'm not the person I was, Decker, clinging to the idea of you." "I'm sorry I failed you, Faye." Decker looks at the ground. "I'm sorry I couldn't play your song." She touches his army boot with her silver stiletto. "It was the best 3 years of my life when I was stuck in that tree. Really, I wouldn't have it any other way." He's so close, and he smells the same. Leather and smoke and gin, like a gross old man. Why is this turning me on? Decker kisses her, wet, sloppy. Faye stumbles to the washroom. The walls spin like record players, round, 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 round. What am I doing? I need to go home. I have to see Ben. Instead, she visits Callie's greenhouse. Faye is downward dog amongst the shrubs. She asks the jade plant, "What is true love?" Bill Jade answers, "Love is endurance." His wife Jillian adds, "Love is evolution." The jadelings chime in, "Love is tested by time." Jillian looks to Bill and smiles. If it evolves, it will endure. Then she looks to Faye. If it stagnates or grows sour, it must be excised like a mealy tumor. Gagong, gagong, gagong. Faye feels it. Hearts lined up, beating as we fuck, melting as we snuggle, soothing and meshing. Faye tells herself, I won't fear love. It's almost dawn. She quietly packs a bag of her favorite things and grabs a photo of herself and Zoe from their old band days. I don't need anything else, it's all just stuff. Oh God, the cats! She drags her carrier out of the closet. Snuggle up, kitties. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. At last, Faye wakes Ben. The Rosebush sisters stretch their branches to be taller. Jillian and Bill Jade and the Jadelings wiggle their way to the window for a better view. Even Pedro is awake for this special occasion. Faye and Ben stand, with their cats in a cradle, under the weeping willow tree. Ben is half asleep, Faye is wide awake. She strums her bass guitar, playing that old song, the one that takes her under, opens her deep, wakes the magic of the tree and sets her free. The roots of the tree dance and swirl around the four, 2 black cats, a wild boy, and a rock and roll goddess of the bass. The willow swallows them whole. They leave behind the internet and Facebook, ATMs and global decline, tsunamis and drive-thrus, radiation and greed, diving into a world forgotten by most. Sucked into the belly of the earth, Faye and Ben slip deep into the underworld, where nature is magic, revered and respected, where music and laughter and love play all night, play all day. It's the heat and the beat in the heart of the earth, and they'll always be home with each other. Happily ever after live they, sweet lovers, Benjamin and Faye.